Today, let's start with breathing practice. So come to a comfortable seat, find a long spine. Today, we're going to do some poses that are asymmetrical, meaning you have to do them twice because you have to do them once on each side. And we're going to start with the breath. The breath comes out through the nostrils, where you have two of them. And so sometimes one nostril is more dominant than the other. So we'll use this breathing practice to try and even out the breath between the two nostrils. It won't stay throughout the whole practice, but just at the beginning, we can notice which nostril maybe is a little bit more dominant than the other, just for today or just for now. There is an interesting hand position that you can try. Use your right hand, I'll mirror you. And just to start, try to bring your fingertips all the way to the base of the wrist, and then slowly pull the fingertips all the way up. And this can be good. This can be a lot of sensation. So if this is too much sensation, just go easy. You can make this smaller, slower. You don't have to pull your fingers all the way up. And then once your fingers are feeling a little bit more limber, the next time you pull your fingers towards, this is like an E in ASL, but like right up to the first knuckle on the inside, try to keep them there. You can use your fingers. Keep your pointer finger, middle finger there, and then release your ring finger, little finger. So you're making this sort of shape. Your ring finger and little finger will make one big finger together, so they're going to stay together, and your thumb will be free. If this is too much, you can release your hand, and instead of curling these two fingers in, you're going to bring them to the center of your forehead. So if that ever is too much, I'll show you both. You can always bring those two fingers to the center of your forehead. But if you have this grip, you're going to bring this grip to your nose. You're going to touch just where the bridge of your nose meets the cartilage piece of your nose. You're going to touch very gently and close both nostrils. Just touch enough so that they're closed just a little bit and you can't breathe through your nose. And then release. Can you keep your fingers there even though they're not pressing at all? They're not closing the nostrils at all. Again, you can always release those two fingers that are curled up, and you can put them right between the eyebrows and use the thumb and the ring finger, pinky finger on the side of the nose. And when you're ready, reestablish that long spine, lift the chest, widen the collarbones. We'll just do this 2 times. When you're ready, take a soft, slow breath in. Close the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch and exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Slow breaths, inhale left. And switch, exhale right. Lower the hand, take a natural breath. We're going to do it one more time. But if one of your nostrils was really clogged up, you can exhale sharply and try to clear it. You can blow your nose if that helps. Otherwise, just let it be what it is today. Just notice. And when you're ready, bring your hand back to your face, either touching between the eyebrows or curling those two fingers in. Once you find that place right at the bridge of the nose, at the base of the bridge of the nose, take a slow breath in. Close the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. After you complete the exhale, release the hand to your lap. Take a slow breath. Elongate the exhales. Bring the palms down onto the thighs. Lengthen up through the spine. Take one more breath here. And if the eyes are closed, you can start to blink them open a few times. And we'll come to stand. I suggest having a blanket today. For right now, but you might need it later. You can also use a towel if you're at home, or a small pillow. You'll see when we get there. Let's start at the top of the mat. Spread the toes. Imagine you could move the heels backwards and the toes forward. So spread the foot on the floor, lift the kneecaps, widen the shoulders, find Tadasana. Reach the arms down at your sides as you lift the back body up towards the ceiling. Look straight ahead, move the head back slightly. Take a slow breath in. And gently let go. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe you look up. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, Tadasana. How slow can you move? Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. This time, inhale, just right arm up. As you exhale, hinge towards the left, take a little side stretch, look under the armpit. Inhale back to center, reach the left arm up. And exhale, hinge towards the right, little side stretch, look under the armpit. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a lot, this one. Let the head and neck hang. You could hold opposite elbows if you like, or you can just keep the arms hanging. Play with shifting your weight forwards and backwards in the feet. Notice if the backs of the legs are a little asymmetrical. Sometimes we feel more of a stretch on one side than the other. Keep the head and neck heavy. Maybe you shake the head yes or no a few times. Bring the hands to the shins as you inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, forward fold. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, lower just the arms. Reestablish the strength in the legs, lift the kneecaps, press the feet down. Exhale completely. We'll move one breath per movement. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, right back down. Big circle with the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Bring the hands down onto the mat. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back. Now you're in a plank, you can bring the knees down, slow breath in. Look forwards as you exhale, bring the belly onto the mat. Flip the feet, press the thighs down, and inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale, lower down, and make your way back to child's pose or downward facing dog, or something in between. Maybe just elbows and knees would be nice. Just staying for 2 breaths here. Wherever you are, start to make your way towards the tabletop. And as you inhale, lift the right leg back, straight back behind you, flex the foot. As you exhale, pull the knee forwards towards the nose, and then use the hand to help the foot all the way to the top of the mat. So now we're in a lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee if you like. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, big step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, right back down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, look forward, press the hips forwards. Exhale, step the right foot back. Plank. Again, knees can come down. Look forward, spread the fingers. As you exhale, elbows in, lower onto your belly. Flip the feet, strong legs. Inhale, take a back bend. Exhale, press the hips back to down dog or child's pose or anything in between. Stretch the arms. Let the hips pull you back. Let the head and neck release. One more breath here. And start to make your way towards table. As you inhale, lift the left leg back, straight back behind you, flex the foot. Exhale, knee forwards, round in the back, and then plant the foot towards the top of the mat using the hand to help. You can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Inhale, look forward, hips forwards. Exhale, big step to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Stay here. For this Uttanasana, lift the spine enough where you can straighten the legs. Press the inner arches of the foot down, press the outer arches of the foot down. Imagine you could spread the backs of the knees like they're yawning. And then see if you can forward fold a little bit more, tipping the weight into the big toe ball mound. Pressing the heels down, lifting the hips up. Head and neck heavy, one more breath. Lift the kneecaps, strong legs. Bring the hands to the hips, elbows up. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Tadasana. Okay, step the right foot back. Warrior one. So back heel comes down on an angle. Bend and straighten into the left knee a few times. And notice as you bend and straighten, that right foot wants to move. It wants to peel off the back heel. And you keep it glued down as you bend that left knee forwards. Next time you bend it forwards, hold here. tip forwards at first, about 45 degrees. Feel that length in the low back. Bend into the front knee a little bit more. Hands can be at the hips, elbows back. And if you can feel the hips on your back here, can you keep that alignment in the hips so you're not arching in the low back as much? You're going to tip the hips upwards as you come more upright. If that doesn't make any sense, don't worry about it. I want you to try to find a long spine here. Imagine the low back could move up into the upper back, lengthen. And then rebend that front knee a little bit more. Maybe thumbs to sternum, press the thumbs together, press the fingers together. Maybe you reach the arms up. Press down through the feet. Hold on to the right wrist. Inhale. And exhale, side bend towards the left. Take a big breath into those right side ribs. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the hands back to the hips. Start to straighten that left leg. And we're going to just turn to face the other side of the mat. So spin on the heels. We're looking for heel to heel alignment in the feet. Now you're facing the back of the mat, but you know where we're going. Pull the right hip back, left hip forwards, and bend and straighten into the right knee a few times, feeling the difference between the sides. Maybe one side is a little bit creakier today than the other. Notice how that left foot wants to do a lot of work. Keep that foot down. Bend the right knee right over the ankle. And then lean forwards a little, bring the hands to the hips, almost on the back. And see if you can feel the hip girdle, the whole hips, the pelvis inside. When you're ready, try to tip the pelvis up as you lift the chest. Keeping the legs strong and straight. Imagine you could lift that back, the low back into the upper back. Maybe stay here, maybe thumbs to sternum, maybe arms reach up. Strong legs wherever you are. Let the legs be strong so that the upper body can be a little lighter. Hold on to the left wrist, look straight forwards. Inhale. And exhale towards the right. One big breath, fill those side ribs. Inhale to come back to center. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten the front leg, turn to face the top of the mat slowly, and then take a big step up. Tadasana. Notice how you feel. Take a breath. Warrior two, step the right foot back again. This time we're looking for heel to arch alignment in the feet. Start with that left leg straight and then bend it a few times. You want to bend it so that you can still see the big toe, but the other toes are hidden behind the knee. The next time you bend, hold here. Press into the outer arch of the right foot. Press into the outer arch of the left foot. Open the hips. Turn to face the long edge of the mat and reach the arms. Start looking straight ahead of you towards the long edge of the mat. And then gently, without bringing any strain into the neck, see if you can turn the head towards the left. As soon as you start to feel a strain, that's where you can stop. Doesn't matter how far you turn the head. Imagine you can reach those arms wide, wide, wide. Pressing into the outer arches of the feet. Bend a little bit deeper into that left knee. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, bring the hands to the hips, And we'll turn to the other side. So parallel the feet to the long edge of the mat and then turn the right toes out. Again, bend and straighten a few times into that right leg. Make sure you've got heel to arch alignment. Bend the knees so that you can't see the second, third, fourth, fifth toe, but you can only see the big toe. And then press into the outer arches of the feet. Look straight ahead. Fire up the legs, press the legs down, lift the kneecaps, then reach the arms. And then see if you can turn the head without bringing any strain into the neck. Maybe the answer is no. Maybe you can only turn it an inch. That's totally fine. Slow down your breath. Let your exhales be deep and complete. Reach through the arms. Press down through the legs. On your inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring the hands to the hips. Parallel the feet. And then walk the feet together, either in the middle of the mat or at the top of the mat. So I can see what we're going to do next. Yes. Okay, let's do this one instead. When you're ready, come to the top of the mat, Tadasana. We're just going to do one balance thing. Bring the thumbs to the sternum and press the hands together so the back body is engaged. Press the left foot down. Maybe lift the right heel. Maybe flex the right foot off the floor. Maybe lift the right knee in line with the hip. Keep flexing that foot. Bring the left thigh back so the left leg is straight. One breath in. As you exhale, step back to a lunge, moving with control. Bring the hands down inside the left foot. Now you can have your hands lifted onto blocks. You can bring the left knee down if you like. We're in this lizard shape. But we're going to move with the breath first. As you inhale, start to straighten that left leg a little bit, round into the back. Then as you exhale, bend into the knee, try to press the spine through the chest. Inhale, lifting the hips, rounding through the back. And exhale, bend. One more time. Next time you bend, hold here, lizard. Again, the back knee can be down. Think of moving your hips forwards rather than down towards the floor. You can come onto your elbows if you like, or you can just stay in whatever position feels interesting. Sometimes we'll do different variations, but for today, try to keep the left knee squeezing in towards the midline. It helps to press the inner arch of the foot down to help you do that. One more breath. If the back knee is down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, lift the hips a little bit to take some of the stretch out. And then inhale, big step up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Hang here for a moment, feeling that asymmetry. Let the backs of the knees yawn open. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower the arms, Tadasana. Okay, other side. Shift the weight into the right foot. Super strong standing leg. Press the thigh back. Thumbs to sternum. Press the hands. Elbows down. Maybe lift the left heel. Maybe flex the left foot. Maybe hover that left knee. Try to keep that right thigh moving back now. The inner thigh rolling behind you. Stay for a breath, inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot back into that lunge. Bring the hands down inside the right foot. Back knee can come down. As you inhale, lift the hips, round through the back, start to straighten a little bit into that front leg. Exhale, shift the hips forwards, bend the knee, widen the collarbones. 3 times. After that 3rd round, stay here. You can bring some padding under the knee if you need to. You can always tuck the back toes and lift the back knee to take all the pressure off the knee. Try to keep that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Press the inner right foot down. Think forwards with the hips rather than down. Notice that inner dialogue that comes up when we get into these deep stretches. One more slow breath. Back out of the stretch, lift the hips a little bit. Make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. And for this forward fold, bring the feet as wide as the mat, heels out, toes in. Head and neck heavy, you can hold opposite elbows. Again, notice if there's any difference between the sides. You might shift your weight from one foot to the other. Allow for that asymmetry. Notice what it feels like. One more slow breath. Downward facing dog. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Again, let the knees yawn. Press into the hands. Notice what the room looks like upside down. Try to reach the heels down towards the floor. If your heels are down, see if you can lift the toes off the floor. Slow, deep breath. When you're ready, bring the knees down. Find a comfortable seat. You might want to sit up on a height. We're going to start with Gomukhasana arms. So reach the left arm out towards the side, thumbs up, thumbs down, behind the back, and then crawl that left hand straight up the back. Don't let it go off to the side. Should go right between the shoulder blades, something like that. Right arm out to the side. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Look up slightly, and then bend the elbow, bring the hand to the back of the head. Don't let the head move back. Try to crawl that hand back down the back to reach fingertips, and then look straight ahead. You might be holding some fabric, that's okay. Press the head back, almost like you're trying to give yourself a double chin. Reach that right elbow up, left elbow down. Widen the chest. Press the weight into the sitting bones. One more breath. Slowly release your hands, release the arms. We'll take the other side. If you're crossing the legs, take the awkward cross of the legs. Right arm, thumbs up, thumbs down, behind the back, and then straight up. This side is always a little bit harder because most of us are right-handed. If not, maybe this side is easier for you. Left arm, inhale, reach. Look up. As you exhale, bend the elbow. Reach for the opposite ear, maybe the back of the head. Maybe you can crawl down the neck and reach for fingertips. You might be holding onto some fabric. Press the head back. Look straight ahead. Can you even out the weight in the sitting bones? Can you reach the left arm, the elbow up, right elbow down? Slow breath in. Slow breath out. With control, release the hands, release the arms, and straighten the legs. Dandasana. This is staff pose. We're going to do some forward folds. So make sure you have some height under your hips if you need it. To prepare for these forward folds, you want the legs as straight as possible. They don't need to be super, super straight, but they're working in that direction. And if you've lifted the hips a lot, there's this tendency you might be over straightening the legs, straightening them down towards the floor. So just find that balance for yourself. Move the flesh of your thighs back so that you can really stretch the back of the leg. Flex the feet, and then plant the fingertips on the floor like you've got 2 cupcakes in your hands, protecting the cupcakes. Gently press your fingers down. Each fingertip presses evenly. Widen the chest. Press the thighs down towards the floor. Lift the chest. Lift the toes up towards the ceiling. Don't pull them back. Press the thighs. Lift the chest. Elbows back. Head back. One more breath. And then release your hands. Use the hand to bring the right knee out towards the side, Janu Sirsasana. For today, we've been doing this pose a lot. So for today, I want you to try something a little different. Usually what we do is we bring the inside of the foot right up against the thigh. But for today, I want you to have a tiny bit of space between the foot and the thigh. If the right knee is lifted up really high, you can use something under the knee. Give it an extra little cushion, give it some height. Start to turn towards the left. Bring the right hand towards the left thigh. Twist, twist, twist. Press the right knee down towards the floor. Press the left thigh down towards the floor. Take a slow breath in. Start to turn towards the right, facing the right knee. Bring the left hand inside the left knee. Don't let the left leg roll out towards the left. Keep the toes up towards the ceiling. Turn, turn, turn. Press the right knee down. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale to face the left leg. Find that long spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep that lightness as you exhale and forward fold over the long leg. You can bring your hands anywhere they reach on the leg. If you can reach the foot, hold on to the outside edges of the foot, and then press the foot into the hand. For today, elbows high. Can you keep the elbows up and to the sides? And then use the arms to pull yourself forwards towards that foot. Left leg strong, lift the kneecap. Right knee pressing down. Just one more breath. Keep the hands where they are. As you inhale, look forwards, halfway lift. Then exhale, release your grip, come back to a seat. Use the hand to help the right knee up, and then help the right knee long. If you need to, you can lean back into the hands. You can tap out the knees a few times, maybe windshield wiper the feet side to side. Release any gripping. Flex and point the toes. Take some circles with the ankles. Sometimes that can be weird on that right ankle. And then let's take the other side. Move the flesh of the thighs out of the way. Bend the left knee out to the side. And again, if it's better for you to keep the foot all the way up against the thigh, that's fine. Maybe today you keep it just a little bit further away from the leg. And we'll start with our twist. Twist towards the right, left hand outside the thigh. Relax the belly. Press the left knee down. Press the right thigh down. One more breath. Inhale back to center. And switch to turn the other way. Right arm inside the right leg, twist. And again, press the left knee down, press the right thigh down. Don't let the right thigh roll open. Watch that the right toes are going right up towards the ceiling. And on your inhale, come back to center. Okay, find that long spine, press the thighs down, inhale, reach the arms up. Keep that lightness as you exhale, dive forward. Find a good place for your hands. Long spine, inhale. And exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Lift the elbows. Try to keep it sort of counterintuitive. As we lift the elbows, sometimes the shoulders come up by the ears. So see if you can do both at the same time, moving the shoulders away from the ears as you lift the elbows and pull yourself closer. Don't drop the head. Try to keep the head in line with the rest of the spine. Let your exhale be deep and complete. As you inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, lift up. Straighten both legs. Take a moment, lean back into the hands. Tap the knees. Windshield wiper the feet. Take some circles with the ankles if you need to. Both directions, point and flex the feet. Okay, two options for this next pose. You don't absolutely need a lift, but if you have a lift, it's going to be helpful. You're going to bring a blanket under only the left hip. And it should be pretty tall, this blanket, so that your right hip is floating off the floor. Then you're going to straighten that left leg, bend the right knee up towards the ceiling. This is option one. Doesn't matter how bent it is, how closed the knee joint is. You're going to press that left hip down and find space. Okay, so option one is Marichyasana 1. You're going to stay here and you're going to fold forward. I'll help you with it. Option 2 is similar. You're going to bring the knee down and the heel outside the right hip. So let me show you what it looks like on this side. This is option 1. The right hip lifted, the right knee bent, the left leg straight. Option 2 is Triangula Mudgara Pada Paschimottanasana with the right knee down, the top of the right foot down, but the hip still lifted. Okay, wherever you are, we're going to fold forward. It's going to be weird. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, forward fold over that left leg. If the knee is lifted up, press the knee forwards. See if you can fold forwards a little bit more by reaching the knee forwards towards the left foot. One more breath. Look forwards, inhale. And exhale, unwind. Let's take the other side. Move your lift over towards the right hip, just supporting the right hip now. Right leg straight, left knee bends. Option 1, Marichyasana A. You'll reach forwards inside that knee. Option 2, Trianga Mukha. Wherever you are, inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Keep the head in line with the spine. Try to widen the collarbones. Take one more breath. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, lift up. Okay, unwind your legs. You can move your lift out from under you. Plant both feet, bend the knees. We're going to roll down onto our backs. Inhale to reach forward. And exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Plant the feet on the floor a little closer towards the hips. Press the heels down, press the inner edges of the feet down. Tuck the shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Maybe hold the outside edges of the mat. And inhale, lift the hips, lift the chest. Tuck the shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Maybe you clasp hands underneath the back. Press the knees away from you. Lift the sternum towards the chin. Relax the head and neck. Relax the tongue. Again, press the center heel down. Lift the hips a little more. Take one more breath. If you've clasped hands, release. As you exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Let the knees come together, the feet a little wider. Slowly turn the neck side to side. Pull the knees into the chest. Maybe give them a squeeze, rock side to side, massaging the low back. Then let the knees fall towards the left. Open the right shoulder towards the floor. Doesn't have to reach. You can look up towards the ceiling. You could look towards the knees for a neck stretch. You could look away from the knees for the full twist. Here, when we turn the neck, oftentimes we're both turning the neck and also finding this like little lateral bend in the cervical spine. So what I'll do is if you turn your head to the right, if the right ear comes down, first shift your head to the left a little bit and then bring the right ear down. If that doesn't make any sense, don't worry. Let gravity do the work in this pose. This is very much, this pose is like wringing out a towel. The towel doesn't have to do the work. It's the hands of gravity that are doing the work. So here, let yourself be the towel. Relax the belly. One more slow breath. When you're ready, come back to center. Pull the knees in, reset the hips if they moved, reset the neck if you shifted it. And then exhale the knees towards the right. Open the left shoulder. And again, find any variation for your neck. If you look over towards the left, you might want to shift the head towards the right first and then bring the left ear down. See if that changes anything for you. Again, be heavy. Relax the belly, relax the muscles of the face. One more slow breath. And when you're ready, slowly come back to center. Pull the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. And start to make your way towards Shavasana. Extending the legs if that feels okay. You can use your support as a little pillow under your head. Tuck the shoulders underneath you. Find a long spine. And when you're ready, close the eyes. Let your exhale be deep and complete. Release any control over the breath, over the body, over the mind. Let it wander. Soften the eyes. Soften the muscles in the face. And let the rest of the body follow. Relax, release, and let go. Shavasana. Stay as long as you like. When you feel ready, begin to deepen the breath. Bend the elbows, bring the hands to the belly. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee. Roll onto your right side. And then use your hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. We'll close with 3 breaths together. First, prepare the spine. Press the sitting bones down, reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down the back, the hands in the lap. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Thank your body for working for you. Gratitude for the practice. When you're ready, let your exhale be deep and complete, and we'll take 3 breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Inhale, nose. And exhale, let it go. Thank you for coming. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you soon.